A chain drive is a mechanically operating system where we use different types of chains to transmit the power between sprockets. A chain drive consists of a chain and two wheels, called sprockets. A chain can be defined as a series of links connected by pin joints. The sprockets are toothed wheels over which an endless chain is fitted. Generally, a chain drive is used where the distance between the power produced is less. However, in some cases, we can use a chain drive for longer distances power transmission. In belt or rope drive, we see there is some percent of slip occurs, but in the chain, there will be no slip. But some amount of power loss we can generally see. Chain drives are employed for a wide range of power transmission, like in bicycles, motorcycles, rolling mills, agricultural machinery, etc. Chains drive can be classified into three broad categories, and those are hoisting and hauling chains, conveyor chains, and power transmission chains. So let's start the discussion from the hoisting chains. A hoist is a device which is used to lift a load or lowering a load. It can be used for shifting of some heavy product from one place to another place in a workstation. The chains used in this type of devices is named hoist chain. These chains are quite strong to handle heavy weight. It can be operated manually, electrically, or pneumatically. The best known form is an elevator. The carriage is raised and lowered by a lifting mechanism. Most hoists are attached to their loads with a lifting hook. Hoist chains can be classified into two types: oval link chains and stud link chains. Oval link chains consists of many oval links attached to each other. Links of this type of chain is oval. However, there are square link types of chains are also available, but the kinking is occurred easily due to high loading. Generally, these types of chains are used at low speeds only. The stud link chains used to minimize the deformation and link easily. In this type of chain, a round bar or stud is used to fit inside the oval link chains to provide them more strength. It is used in ship to up and down the anchor of the ships and some crane hoist where we need to lift a very high amount of load. A conveyor chain is a chain that has been specially developed for chain conveyor systems. It consists of a series of plain bearings that are held together by connecting plates. Each bearing consists of a pin and a bushing on which the chain roller rotates. It is used to move the materials from one place to another. This type of chain is well shaped that it can easily run over the sprocket. The one major disadvantage of this type of chain is the motion of the chain is not smooth, and also there are chances of wear and tear out. There are two types of conveyor chains: detachable or hook joint type chain. This type of conveyor chain is used in a conveyor where the length between power transmissions is short. Closed joint type chain. This type of chain consists of a barrel and link and is made into a single casting. Power transmission chains are used for the transmission of mechanical power when the distance between the centers of shafts is short. These chains have provisions for efficient lubrication. This type of chain has greater accuracy and can easily run over the sprocket. The power transmitting chains are of the following types: block or bush chain. This type of chain was used in the initial stage of development in power transmission. It causes noise when rubbing between the teeth and the link when the sprocket is near or exiting the teeth. These types of chains are used to some extent at small speeds as conveyor chains. Roller chain. In this type of chain, a bush along with the roller is fitted inside both the plates, then a pin is passed through both the end of the roller to fasten it. The rollers are free to rotate inside the bush, so when it contacts between the sprocket, the wear and tear of the chain would be reduced. It is soundless as compared to the block chains, and these chains gave much surface area if proper lubrication is maintained. It is used in high-speed power transmission devices, like a motorcycle. Silent chain, or inverted tooth chain. The operation of this type of chain is quite silent and can be used in high-speed power transmissions areas. This chain does not have any roller, it is accurately shaped that it can easily sit over the sprocket. However, lubrication is an important factor for this type of chain, otherwise it will wear and tear out. Leaf chains are designed for lifting, rather than power transmission. Tensions are very high, but speeds are slow. Normally the chains work intermittently. Leaf chain is the most simple of steel chains, consisting only of link plates and pins. This chain generally has greater tensile strength than roller chains and runs over sheaves, rather than sprockets. They are suitable for hanging, balancing, or motion transmitting applications. Flat-top chains are widely used on conveyors, most basically used on the special type of slat conveyor. The flat-top chain consists of a series of steel top plates, with hinge-like barrels curled on each side. Pins are inserted through the barrels to make a joint. The flat-top chain is intended only for conveying. These chains are available for straight or curved tracks, and with various joint types, plate thicknesses, and materials. Whether they are made from steel, stainless steel, or plastic, these chains are high wear resistance and high-quality workmanship. Although they are mainly used in the beverage industry, and also can be found in many other industrial applications. Engineering steel chains were first developed in the 1880s, were designed for difficult conveying applications. Most engineering steel chains are used in conveyors, bucket elevators, and tension linkages. Only a few are used in drives. The main design considerations for these chains are tensile loads, several types of wear, lubrication, and the environment. Most bicycle chains are made from plain carbon or alloy steel, but some are nickel-plated to prevent rust or simply for style. Chain drive was the main feature, which modified the safety bicycle introduced in 1885, with its two equal-sized wheels, from the high-wheeler type of bicycle. The popularity of the chain-driven safety is still a basic feature of bicycle design today. A bicycle chain has a very high efficiency because it moves the point of pressure farther away from the axle, putting less stress on the bearings, as a result of reducing friction in the inner wheel. The higher chain tension was found to be more efficient. A chain drive system transmits power from a differential to the rear axle in a vehicle. Back in earlier days in the automobile, chain drives are the very popular power transmission system. It gained prominence as an alternative to the system panhard, with its rigid Hotchkiss drive shaft and universal joints. Chain drives are simpler to design than drive shaft and universal joints. Because of less unsprung weight at the rear wheels, it allows the suspension to react to bumps more effectively. By this means, the vehicle would have a smoother ride. In most of the motorcycles, chain drive is used to transmit the power to the rear wheels. This drivetrain requires two sprockets, one on the output shaft of the transmission, and the other on the wheel, just like a cycle. The sprocket size differs, depending upon the engine's power and torque output. This is the drive system that an overwhelming majority of motorcycles implement. Chain and sprockets are the most efficient at transmitting power, with only 1 to 4% transmission loss. That's significantly less than belt drives. Chain drives are very simple in their functioning and are very cost-effective to run and replace too. Chain drive versus belt drive, or use of a drive shaft, is a fundamental design decision in motorcycle design. Nearly all motorcycles use one of these three designs. Watch this video to understand how these three drives works differently. Advantages of chain drive. They can be used for both long and short distances. A number of shafts can be driven from a single chain. They are compact and have small overall dimensions. Do not present fire hazard. They do not require initial tension. They have very high efficiency. Do not slip. Easier to install. Can withstand abrasive conditions. And can operate in wet conditions. Disadvantages of chain drives. The major disadvantages is that it requires more and frequent lubrication to avoid rust. It cannot be used where there is a requirement of slips. We can't keep chain drive in open, it needs housing or covering. The installation or initial cost is more. So this is all about the chain drives. If you have any other knowledge regarding chains, do share us in the comments. Check out our website at theengineerspost.com for more details. Make sure to like this video. If you found it useful, then please share it with your friends. On what topic you want to see next video, tell me in the comments. Also, watch this video to know about how belt drive system works.